Whoa, that's right. So here we are. Welcome to MT's Big Book Vlog and more. I am your host, MT Baby. And I decided to pop on today to do a short video about rap, about hip hop, about lyrics. Um, I hope that it's helpful to somebody. So if you're scrolling through the interwebs and you happen to stumble across this vlog, let me just quickly explain who I am. I am MT, your favorite lesbian TT, and I am a creative. I have gone from rapper to poet to spoken word artist to writer. And today's little topic is about written versus spitting. Um, I noticed some other day, and it prompted me to make this live video because the other video that I did was talking about the art elitist in the world who feel like there isn't enough space for all of us, who feel like one level of music or rap or artistry is better than a different genre. So right quick, I'm gonna do a little story time, and then I'm gonna get to my topic real quick. I'm not trying to hold anybody too long. So back a long time ago, back in the dinosaur era, when I was rapping, I rapped with two different groups. So one of the groups that I rapped with, well, both of them really, we did something called a cipher. If you've never heard of a cipher, in hip hop is basically someone puts on an instrumental track, and then whoever is there to rap, you're going to take a turn, and then it's just going to keep going in turns. So one thing that helped me elevate my game as an artist is the cipher, a place for you to think quickly on your feet, because to freestyle means that you have to be able to rhyme on beat, on message, on point, um, very quickly. And if you've ever watched like Nick Cannon's Wild Style, you'll see a lot of the comedy displayed in the freestyle. And it's very easy to rhyme some words. I mean, kids can do it. You know, cat, bat, hat. You know, if you want to say, oh, you over there looking like a clown. I'm gonna turn this whole place upside down. I mean, that's pretty easy to do. Doesn't matter if the instrumental track is slow or fast. Like anybody can do that. I feel like at this point in the game, if you are rapping like seriously, like as a career move, then we need to elevate the language. Um, but I feel like it's still enough room for everybody because we all have to learn. We all start with what I call the ABC raps, um, which is the elementary version, which is very basic. It's very easy to comprehend, very easy to rhyme. When you start rapping biology with endocrinology, baby, you're going to get all the claps from TT, because that means that you have stepped up your language, you have stepped up in your artistry to create something different. You have stepped out of the bounds of the ABC rap into the genre of like being an artist. So, real quick, you know, there's room in this world for all of us, and art, especially in rap, is a reflection of the streets. It's a reflection of the city, the hood that you came from, what's going on there. And you've got different styles depending on which coast you're on. So, East Coast, West Coast, Dirty South, Midwest, like each area in the United States has its own flavor, its own spice. Um, if you go to the West Coast, the sound of the music has a certain feel to it. If you go to the East Coast, you're going to hear a lot of lyrics, a lot of bars. You may or may not get a hook. You may just get straight bars and a track. Like, it is what it is. If you go down south, you're going to hear some heavy bass and some booty shake. But if you're in the Midwest, you're going to hear samples and you're going to hear like really, head bopping, thumping kind of music. It's something for everyone. Personally, I like East Coast rap. I like it because of the lyrics. I like it because of people like, Jay-Z, and as troubled as the man is, Kanye. Um, but if I'm in the club, baby, I can't get my twerk on to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need some booty south. I need some of that to be able to do what I need to do. Like, we need salsa, we need Latinas, we need everybody putting all the art into the collective. Because as a consumer of art, I need different things depending on what I'm doing. If I'm writing, I really like to listen to East Coast rappers because there's something in the lyrics that's just going to hit me. I know it. It's going to hit me, and I'm going to go, "Ooh, I like that word," or "Ooh, I like the way he said that," or "Ooh, I like what he's talking about." And then it inspires me. Um, I don't ever want to copy anybody else because I'm an original. You're an original. And we should never do that. But I feel like the inspiration is there for all of us to enjoy. And so, those of you who do know who I am, the few little followers, said it's unstable. I don't know why. Okay, well, I'm going to keep talking until it kicks me off. Okay, there we go. Whatever. YouTube acting weird. So, like I said, I'm a huge Les Twins fan. Larry and Laurent are extremely inspirational to me in my own writings. Um, and I've been working on The Gods of Hip Hop, which is a fictional story that displays them. Janelle Monáe, Erykah Badu, Queen Latifah are my fictional characters. And it's about a story of them coming to help save a young man, um, and prevent a race war from starting in the United States. Really interesting story. So I'm working on that over on Wattpad. If you'd like the link, please let me know. Um, so basically, I just want to talk about written versus spitting, because to be a freestyle artist, it takes a lot of skill. Not everybody's equipped with the skill to be a freestyle artist. You have to be able to think quickly on your feet. You have to be able to rhyme, and you have to be able to make your point in a short amount of time. And I feel like, just like with Les Twins and dancing, a lot of times when they're battling, you don't get the full story. Like, if you see their clips of them dancing, um, as a performance, then you get a bigger picture, you get a bigger story. But if you see them in battle and they only have a few minutes, they're excellent at what they do in executing the moves and the grooves and the storytelling, but you don't get the full picture. Um, I feel like that's the same with freestylers versus those who write their lyrics. And in the community, there's always been a big controversy about those who write their lyrics and memorize them versus those who are freestylers. But each version takes quite a bit of skill. I've done both. Um, and to be able to do it well, you have to have skill. You know, there's not anybody that writes lyrics that doesn't listen to the track, that gets the feel for it. Every track that I've ever listened to, musical instrumental track, has a different feel. Sometimes it feels like I'm cruising down the street and it's nice outside and I got thoughts flowing through my mind. Sometimes the feel of it is heavy and I'm talking about heartbreak and I'm talking about what I'm going through. Sometimes it's political. Sometimes I want to talk about Black power. Like, I have to talk about the things that are important to me. Sometimes I want to talk about being queer, what it's like to be a Black lesbian living right now in this day and time. Um, but we have to write what's on our hearts, what the track speaks to. And I'm not a dancer like that at any stretch of the imagination, but I imagine it's similar for dancers who need to hear the music, get a feel for it, and then move accordingly. With writers, it's the same thing. You get this sensation, this feeling of what you want to do, and then you go for it. So I said all that to say I hope that this message inspires somebody, because I feel like art always creates art. You'll always hear me say this, no matter what the genre is. Even if you are sitting behind a microscope and you're discovering something, that means that creativity means that there wasn't anything and then all of a sudden there's something. So there's all types of creatives in the world, and I feel like we can all inspire each other, just the way I'm inspired by looking at videos of dancers or looking at videos of singers or rappers. And I hear something or I feel something emotionally, and then I pour it into my own work. I feel like that's what art does for us. It's a way to connect. And there's no need to run around like, um, that you may like something a lot, just like I like Lay Twins a lot, and I know Lay Twins is not for everybody, but if you open your mind to the genre of art, there's no problem that we can't solve. And yes, that sounds a little corny, but it's extremely true. I once heard Nikki Giovanni talking to a group of students, and one thing that she said is that artists, and I'm paraphrasing, artists are the ones that solve all the problems in the world. If you didn't know, Nikki Giovanni, the great poet, she is a science, like astro science nerd. And she was invited to speak for NASA. And you might think, why would they invite a poet to speak at NASA? Because it is the creative brain that allows imagination to go places that the scientific brain hasn't gone yet, to explore those depths. And in every genre of art, there's room for development, there's room for growth, there's room for opportunity and fantasy and new ideas, new movements, new words. So never be afraid to push beyond the boundaries. And my last little tip that I promised that I would include is that for those who are writers like myself, as you see, I am the owner of Blue Book Publishing Consultants, LLC, and I help marginalized creatives create books. So that means I'm helping elderly, I'm helping women, I'm helping minorities, I'm helping the LGBT community to create books besides the books that I write myself. Shameless plug. Just so you know, my book is trending. It's a really good story, Sapphic Island. So anyway, um, if if you are a writer, one thing that I've used, even in my poetry, in my writing, I use Rhyme Zone. It is free. Using Rhyme Zone, you can type in any word, sometimes a phrase, and then you can pull up the near rhymes, the rhymes, the antonyms, the synonyms, and get the full understanding of the words. Then you have lots of options to play around with when you're either rhyming, or if you're creating a piece of poetry, or if you're just writing a story and you need a different word. You know, we all have the same two kind of things that we go to. So to expand beyond that, I love using Rhyme Zone, and it's free. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you have a wonderful Labor Day weekend. And like I always say, I love you. I love you because you're unique and you're you. There is nothing in the world that you can do to keep me from loving you. It's unconditional. Um, I hope that you have a wonderful week. I hope you go out and create something new in the world for all of us consumers to enjoy. Peace and blessings to you. Thank you for tuning in to MT's Big Book Blog and more, where creatives come to play. And I am your favorite lesbian TT, MT. Hope you have the best of the best, and you get the bag, and you get the money, and you get everything that you're supposed to have, because I love you. Deuces.